Hey guys, it's Goose here. I just want to have a look at a couple of attacks from our most recent war against Phat Boyz. These guys had 4 Town Hall 11s and 2 Town Hall 10s to our 1 Town Hall 11 and 2 Town Hall 10s, so it was a major mismatch. We managed to come through purely by them being pretty bad attackers. In any event, I've once again gone for the 2 golems, 4 earthquakes, 3 hounds and loons sort of strategy to break open the base and bring home the money. Let's have a look. Obviously I've put my 2 golems in here on the side and just broken open the base of those earthquakes. So now we're going in with the royals, and I've got my rage and heal, which are quite useful for ensuring that you keep your golems up long enough and your royals to get rid of the CC. And the theory is to try and get 2 air defences if you can, or at least 1, and pray that you'll be okay with only 3 hounds. In this case I've only got the 1 AD, which is a bit of a concern, but I'd sort of planned for that just in case, because they were quite spread apart. And you'll see that I put in my hounds from the bottom behind that air sweeper, so that things don't get pushed around too badly straight off. And I've only got 2 hastes, so I've got to use them as best I can to try and get those 8 air defences down. But I've got such a big wedge there, and the town hall's down and everything like that, so it actually worked in my favour in the end. Yeah, anyway, here we are. Let's watch the second part of this attack. Everything's sort of gone in reasonably precisely, and I don't have any hounds left, which is a concern, but oh, there is actually, there's 1 there. Now it's down, but I've got just enough balloons, and they've sort of pathed nicely as I hoped they would towards the AD, so it's all good. Just to clean up now, I'll let you guys watch that. So one of the guys in our clan has sort of made a couple of videos about this strategy, and I watched it and decided I'd try it, and since that day, probably like 2 wars ago, this is all I've been using because it's been successful. And yeah, I really like the attack. I think it's a great strategy, and I don't know if it's always the way to go, but I've been picking bases that sort of, I think, appeal to this strategy, so that's why it's been working well for me so far. The next attack I did the pretty much exact same thing. The hard part's picking your entry point, so here I've gone, well, I need to get the queen, I need to get at least 1 air defense, 2 is preferable, so I've gone from the south here. I could have probably gone from the right, but I think I wouldn't have got that top air defense if I did that, so I've sort of placed the earthquakes in this scenario so that it doesn't break open the southern compartments, and I'm sure that the golems and my wizards and royals path where I want them to go. And that's important, so you can see here wizards taking out that air defense, which is sweet. And then again I've got the ability to rage heal in the middle with my royals there to get rid of this pesky hound. I have been thwarted with this strategy once, and both of these attacks were a little bit risky, and I didn't take a poison spell. The last war, which I haven't got a video of, but I did have a fail with the strategy in a first attempt because I didn't know what was in the CC, and there were a few witches in there, and my queen spent her whole time attacking skeletons, and it pretty much thwarted the whole plan for that. But not to worry, I think this is probably a better strategy for a second attempt attack once you know what's in the CC. But you know, then again, nowadays most people are putting in high HP troops because of poison spells, so it's quite rare that you actually see witches in there anymore, but you just never know. Anyway, I've dealt with 2 air defenses. I've started my air attack now. As you can see, I put 3 hounds in strategically, all the balloons placed the same way. And then I've kept 1 wizard for cleanup, which I think is also important. Sometimes you lose too many of your pups from your hounds, and it's you might struggle for time because loons and pups can be sometimes a bit slow to attack things down. So as you can see, I put a wizard on the right to try and swing around and clear up a bit quicker, which is working nicely. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.